Good evening. So we're just going to stay here. Hola, ole. What's happening, my man? John's in from Bandera County. Good evening, one and all. How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday night. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. It's a really nice night. A little more dressed up than usual on the Facebook Live. I was out speaking to a Boy Scout troop in Helotes. Troop 903, I think is right. I'll get it perfect when I do it on Ken's 5 News at 10. Going to have a great picture of the young men that I spoke to this evening. Great time talking about meteorology. They earned their weather badge tonight with a conversation with me and a little walk down meteorology lane. Ole's ready for the cold front. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. And you're on. Exactly. I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to switch it back and forth, but we're good to go. I'm glad everybody's here, and I'm glad everybody's having a wonderful, and I hope that you're having a wonderful Tuesday night. So by this time tomorrow, temperature will be about 20 degrees cooler, and will definitely still be pretty windy. San Antonio International this evening under mostly clear skies. 81 was the high today. You can see 65, only 3 away. That's a warm start because it's only 3 away from the normal high, our morning low was. And 91 from 1949 stays intact another year. And you see we did, from this morning's light rain, we did get 1/100th of an inch. So that was the light rain with the fog that started our day. So now we're up to 179 for the month of November. I don't see measurable rain in our future for November. So we're going to probably close at 179. I will update that map right now, or this graphic I should say, to 179 for the month of November, where, like I said, I think this is where we're going to probably finish up. Notice as you look at this, there was 1 month out of the entire year that we hit normal, and we hit it right on the nose. Wasn't above, it was February. Isn't that something? The rest of the months have been below average. We got awfully close when we were at, where was it? August, only a little bit away. But here's the thing. We are looking at San Antonio International. So please keep in mind that a lot of communities, including mine, Helotes, has done much better than this. In fact, I had 3 inches in the rain gauge. I did not empty it out from last week. So we probably got about 1.25 inches from Friday night into Saturday. Okay, honestly, that's almost the entire month of November for San Antonio. And in not just the month of November, I would say in the last 2 weeks, because we had some rain before that, to maybe 3 tops, we've had about 3 inches in Helotes. So I know a lot of communities have done a lot better than the numbers you're looking at. Keep that in mind. This is the airport. Good evening, Valerie. Good to see you. Working. What's up, Paul? You're at work now, sir? Hi, Debbie. What about next weekend in Kerrville? John Boyle? Don't know just yet, my friend. It's a little early to give you anything that you can count on. I promise you that. I mean, we can look at models, but a lot's going to change by next weekend. So, cold front. Let's talk about it. You know it's an Arctic front when we've got, look at this, 24 in Amarillo, 73 in Brownsville. What a difference. 24 degrees right now in Amarillo. So this definitely is a good cold front. Modified Arctic air will be breaking up across the hill country. So as it drops into San Antonio, we're probably going to get the coldest air out of this Thursday morning. Tomorrow will definitely be colder. But as far as the coldest air settling in, once the winds die down, temperature can drop a few more degrees. That happens on Thursday. I think upper 30s within reach in Bexar County for sure. Light freeze if you're in the hill country. So John, Kerrville, definitely prepare for a light freeze Wednesday night, because Thursday morning you'll be down to 32. I think it'll be a light freeze. Like I said, we won't spend more than a couple of hours below freezing up there. And then a pretty quick rebound. So we'll be colder on Thursday because we're going to have an increase in cloud cover. We're going to get a southeast wind back and a lot of cloud covers coming in. Let me show you why we're not getting a drop of rain from this front. Look at how dry this air is way out ahead of the front. You just saw the front's position is way up north. mid and upper levels are so dry, and a lot of this mixes down to the surface. And look at that belt of orange and darkness to water vapor. That's always an indication that the air is very dry. So we just don't have the moisture for this front to work with. We also don't have the upper level support in the jet stream flow. If you look at the upper jet, last couple of scenarios have had that low drop all the way down into West Texas, okay, and move across the state. This, look, it's not even close. I mean, it's moving across the northern plains, and it's going to move to the Great Lakes and drag the cold front through. Then that southwest flow, Thursday, Friday, that's going to keep us under the clouds. We're also going to get a good, this is upper level, so kind of a warmer air mass over top kind of traps in everything beneath it. So you get the low level from the Gulf of Mexico, warm air and a temperature inversion, all right? That's why we won't get big thunderstorms either or big chances of rain, even with the next front. We'll have a little bit of a temperature inversion in place. And so, look, this is the dismal forecast on rainfall, guys. That's 7 days right there. 7 days of rain, and we're a tenth of an inch at best. And that's only a limited few. I mean, that is a dismal outlook right there. That is a dry forecast. Jose, do you think this winter we'll be getting any chance of snow? Absolutely. You know, almost every winter we get a chance. Now, this is expected to be a La Nina winter, which is warmer and drier than average. So as far as chances, they won't be very good, according to a La Nina. Again, let's let it play out. That's going in. We're favoring a drier, warmer winter season. That's not to say it's going to play out exactly that way, okay? We have to let it play out. I always equate it when I was talking to the Boy Scouts. I always use the Spurs as an example. Spurs are playing the Lakers. Lakers have a lot of great experienced players on their roster. They're probably going to win the game. Everything says they win by 15 points. But the game starts 0-0, and we got to play the game. It's the same thing. We're going to know a lot going into this weather scenario, but we still have to watch it play out. And there'll be some variables that occur in live situations that go unaccounted for, that a computer didn't see or we didn't forecast. And boom, you know, you have a little bit of a change. They're very small variables nowadays because, you know, we're doing a much better job at forecasting. Absolutely, David. Tanisha, good to see you, or good to see that you're here. I hope everything's going well on a Tuesday for you, Tanisha. Here's to you. Great H2O, because I've left coffee in the dust. I'm done. I really think I'm done. I really kind of like it. I'm coffee free. I started getting some little heart flutters, and I don't know if it's palpitations. I'm not sure enough. I had my heart, the first time I experienced that, I had it checked immediately, and everything was fine. I'm blessed with a very good heart. But when I started getting those palpitations, my wife said, well, how about caffeine? I wasn't a heavy coffee drinker. 3 cups a day, typically, on average, maybe a fourth if I had a meeting or something, or, you know, just kind of felt like having another in the middle of the day, but it was always like 2 in the morning, 1 at this time. And ever since I stopped, I haven't had one, you know, little flutter. And so I'm down. I'm going to stick with this, and it's feeling good. Mike and Christy, I hope to see you too. December 10th, everybody, come to Old Town Helotes for one of the best Christmas parades around. I'll be announcing. It's always a fun night. It's fantastic family fun. Hot chocolate, all kinds of goodies are for sale. With the kids are all there. It's a lot of fun. I hope you can make it to the Helotes Christmas Parade, December 10th, Saturday night in Helotes. Absolutely, David. Thanks for watching. Hi, Vanessa. Good to see you too. Ole, what kind of pictures do elves take? Elfies, bam, there it goes. Ole, that's a good one. I really like it. And if you guys go to a Santikos theater, like soon, because I don't know how long, are you going to the, no, I'm not, John. I wish I was. Friday's a work day. We're actually collecting toys. So I do want you to, I want to see you guys out there. We're going to be at the Target at the Forum. That's at 1604 and I-35 this Friday, collecting toys for the Bill's Elves Toy Drive. Tomorrow's the phone bank, so you can call me up 4, 5, and 6 p.m. live in the studio. You can call up and donate, and we will be buying the gifts for you. So either way, those are the 2 final ways that you can donate. You can always go online, too, kens5.com/BillsElves. But be a part of the phone bank. We're doing that tomorrow. Be a part of Friday's toy collection, Target at the Forum. But go, I don't know who to root for. I'll be honest with you. Caw-caw. birds up. Caw-caw, birds up. I'm with both because I've got a daughter at both. I've got Kendall up at UNT. I've got Carissa at UTSA. Those are my girls. Peyton's still in high school. Hasn't decided yet. But I root for one in the first half, the other in the second half. That's how it's going to go, I guess. You're welcome, Renee. Absolutely. Are you going, John? Are you going to the game? It's going to be a good game. It's the rematch. All right, so let me show you what happens tomorrow. This is the big deal with this front. First, let's talk temperatures, and then we're going to talk winds. So here's 10 p.m. You see not much of a change at all, right? Now the cold air starts nosing into the hill country by about 5 in the morning. You can see low 40s. We drop to the upper 40s at the most by about 9 a.m., and then we start our climb and finish around 60, pardon me, about 61 at 3 o'clock. Now, the bigger story is that these temperatures won't be feeling that warm because there'll be a wind chill factor all day. Here's the front. Look at this. By 3 a.m., so the hill country winds will start at 2, maybe as early as 1, and then as we get to about the 3 a.m. hour, San Antonio. So if you still have time, obviously, to get something inside that you don't want blowing the blowing the Victoria. And then as we go into sunrise, look at this. 36-mile-an-hour wind gusts are in the forecast here. Tropical storm's 39. So this is 7 a.m., all right? And we stay 30-plus through mid-morning, even up to the noon hour. We're still around 30. And then staying 20-plus through 6 p.m., 7 p.m., we start dying down a little bit, but conditions stay breezy all the way till midnight. So a windy Wednesday, my friends. Prepare accordingly. Because if you don't want it blowing around, I would definitely bring it inside tonight. So winds are the big story. No wind advisory. We're just shy of the criteria, but the National Weather Service said they'll be keeping an eye on it just in case we edge up into that 40 plus. Then you're going to see a advisory for sure. Notice sky condition. We are going to be crystal clear, blue skies tomorrow, lots of sun, 61, but it'll feel cooler because of those winds coming out of the north, dying down by, again, probably tomorrow night late, but certainly by Thursday morning because that's when we'll bottom out. We'll go to 40 in the city is what I'm going with, so that's going to mean 37, 38 in some of our outlying areas of Bexar County. And then hill country, light freeze, 31, 32, and that'll be, again, 2 to 3 hours at freezing. Not enough to say hard freeze, but definitely enough to bring the plants in. 71 by Friday, 76 by Saturday. Notice we stepped right up the ladder, even closer to 80 by Monday. Next front brings in a slight chance of rain. Saturday's kind of a hit and miss right now. That could change, but I'm putting in that 10%. That could go up a little bit. 30% overnight, late night is the best we get. Sunday night into Monday, same, 30%. So again, it's not looking like it's a huge chance. What about them boys? They did. They beat my Giants. Ole, we won the first half. I was excited, but Cowboys look good. And hey, now I root for you to win the whole thing. I'd rather lose to the champs. That's how I do this. If you're going to beat our Giants, beat my G-men, then win it all. That's how I roll. I'd rather lose to the champs than lose to the losers. Doesn't that make sense? Then I can always say, too, that we were the second best team, no matter what. Not really. Not really. We're hitting a tough road of games. I don't know if the Giants are going to fare well. The way they played against the Cowboys in that second half, it was like, come on, guys. Because we got the Vikings. We still have the Commanders a couple times. Washington's been playing better. We still got Philly twice. We haven't even played Philly once yet. So. Oh, I don't have Julie here. Fly, Eagles, fly. There goes Renee. Yeah, they're playing really well. All right. So that's going to wrap things up on this Tuesday night. I hope you guys have a great evening and an even better Wednesday. Just remember, very windy day tomorrow. Lots of sun, though. Clouds return quick. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're going to go back under the clouds. Tomorrow's the last day of, wall-to-wall sunshine. So keep that in mind. Vikings got slapped like red. They really did, Ole. That was up in their house, no less. That's when I said, okay, these guys are legit. That was amazing. All right. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful night. See you at 10.